not a day in my life. You know me, my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Coach, just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Right to the 3.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That's it. 180.
He's coming. Check in. I got him.
Newton on 1st down. Complete to Hilton.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check out. Hey, check 24. Watch twist.
Gun. 20. Let's go.
Here's Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Gun.
Set.
Gun.
Now Taylor. And an alley to run. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 47 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
At their own 25-yard line. 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 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Set. 20. Switch. Gun. Bring it, fellas.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off play action. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now a timeout. Being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Green 18.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
You go tight. You got tight.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll run. It's Henry. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
20. Undercut. Wheel. It's fast. Stay in at the 6.
From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
8.
37 is the mic. Mike 37.
It's fast.
Everyone. Mike 37.
Gun.
Everyone. 37 is the mic. Mike 37. If you don't get this.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And an alley to run. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Check 53. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
That's it. Great, great. Ready to eat. Get that quarterback. And all. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 20. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. 80 weapon. 8. We own them. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. 8. And check 24. Check 24. Check 43. 20.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Newton now to throw. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Derrick Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Check. X3. 218.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's caught. Smith. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Tennessee getting their first down on a big play of 18 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And caught by Henry. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Safety's creeping. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. SOS.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darius Leonard in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Easy. It's going to be a long day.
Check 37. Check 37.
29 is the mic.
61. Matchbox lights.
Easy.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Watch the shit. Back north. 29 is the mic.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, baby. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On third down, Henry. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Check, 6-6, pull it high.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot?
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check, lucky. Switch. Whip.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run with Taylor, and he's got room. And he's taken down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. He's scared. Great.
Taylor. And I think like this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 7, and now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Mike 37. Watch the flag. 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 Check. Crunch. Gun. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. 8. Under 10. 10. Watch that.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Taylor. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 29, Rodgers, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Got a man, it's Brown. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Ready, 8. Stop your running. Shit. Express. Gun. Hey, we're going 37 to lose.
Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
20. Express.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down?
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Ready? 53 is the mark. Hey. Please.
And they will take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line. Today's final
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great